Hello friends, so this requirement is for Oman and the final client interviews will be in Mumbai on 7 July. Free food, accommodation and transportation will be provided. Next is for UAE, it will be a telephonic interviews, CV selection, and there are some positions for Dubai as well. This is for Saudi. The final client interviews will be on 11 July in Mumbai. Free food, accommodation and other benefits will be provided. Next is for UAE. The final client interviews in Mumbai will be on 6 July and in 7 it will be on 8 July. 3 to 5 years experience required. This is pre-recruitment for Qatar and the final client interviews will be on 4 July and there are some positions for Saudi as well for which interviews will be on 10 July. Next is for Saudi, the final client interviews will be on 9 July in Mumbai. Free food, accommodation and OT. Next is for Saudi, the final client interviews will be on 5th July in Mumbai. Next is for Saudi Arabia, the final client interviews in Gorakhpur will be on 10 July and in Mumbai it will be on 12 July. Free food, accommodation and transportation will be provided. Next is for Saudi, the final client interviews will be on 5th July in Mumbai. Attractive salary and other benefits will be provided. Next is for Abu Dhabi, the final client interviews will be on 7 July in Mumbai. Minimum 3 years and above experience in relevant field is required. Next is for Abu Dhabi, the client interviews will be on 7 July in Mumbai. Degree diploma, minimum 5 years of experience is required. Next is for Saudi Arabia and the final client interviews will be on 4th and 5th of July in Mumbai. Free food and accommodation will be provided. Next is for Kuwait and the final client interviews will be in Mumbai on 8th July. Attractive salary, free food and accommodation will be provided. Next is for Dubai and the final client interview will be on 10th July in Mumbai. Free food, accommodation will be provided. Next is for Saudi Arabia. Final client interviews in Delhi will be on 5th July and 6th and 7th July will be in Mumbai. Next is for Madina Group Qatar. It's a shutdown project. It is a free recruitment. Final client interviews will be on 4th July in Mumbai. Next is for Kuwait. It's a long-term project and the final client interviews will be on 11 July in Mumbai. For Bahrain, there will be a online interviews. Next is for UAE. Final client interviews in Pune will be on 5th July. Free food, accommodation and transportation will be provided by the company. Next is for Oman, required for a prestigious project. Free food, accommodation and transportation will be provided. Next is for Saudi, client interview shortly. Free food, accommodation and transportation will be provided by the company. Next is for UAE and the final client interviews will be on 4th July in Mumbai. Free food, accommodation will be provided. Next is for KNPC Kuwait. Client interviews will be next week. Shortlisting is going on 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th July. Next is for UAE. They require ductman, plumber, AC technician, insulator, electrician. Free food, accommodation and transportation will be provided. Next is for Qatar and the client interviews will be on 8th and 9th of July in Mumbai. Shortlisting is in progress. Attractive salary with food and accommodation. Next is for Uzbekistan. Vacancies are in large numbers. Client interviews will be on 8th and 9th July in Mumbai. Next is for Serbia. Client interviews will be in Chennai on 8th July. You can see the salary range is given for every position. This is for UAE for a leading company. Final client interview shortly in Chennai. Next is for Saudi Arabia for a FMCG company. Client interviews will be in Kochi on 7th July. Next is for Saudi Arabia CV selection come online interview. You can see the salaries are very good for each position. Next is for Saudi Arabia for oil and gas project. You can send your CV to jaideep@sinclass.com for shortlisting. This is going to be a last requirement for Qatar. Overseas experience is mandatory. So friends, please subscribe if you are new on this channel and don't forget to hit the bell icon. Thank you for watching.